All right, thanks for spending some time with me today. Today, I want to show you how you can build a financial plan in under 1 hour. It's not going to take me an hour to show you how to do that, but if you walk through the process, through the template, you'll be able to build your own financial plan in under an hour. And here's why I'm doing this. My entire goal for 2023 is to help people build 100 financial plans. And the reason is because well, let me tell you a saying. I have a mentor who says plan beats no plan, and that is particularly true when it comes to managing your money. A lot of people just don't have a plan in place for how they're going to manage their money, and more specifically, how they're going to accomplish their financial goals. Whether you have no money whatsoever to invest or you have millions of dollars, having a financial plan is extremely important because it gives you a roadmap that you can execute on to accomplish your financial goals. So if you don't have a whole lot of money right now, that's okay. We're going to use the budget piece of this to actually figure out how to get ahead. And then later, once you have this financial plan established, once you start to get more money that you can put to work, you can then come back and put this plan in action, and it's already there for you instead of having to redo it and create it later. So today I'm going to show you a financial planning template that I built. It is entirely free. I say that with a little bit of pause. And the reason is because as of today, April 9th, 2023, right now it's only hosted on my Gumroad account, and Gumroad will not let you host a large file course for free. So I had to charge for it, and I'm charging a whopping $1. So if you want to pad my beer budget, I don't really drink beer, but if you wanted to pad my coffee budget, then go get it there for a whopping $1. Hopefully you'll find it worth it for $1. Also, I'm getting ready to host this course for completely free on Udemy, which is where I have a lot of courses, and I'm just waiting for that to get approved. It was submitted on April 5th. I'm just waiting for that to get approved. So if you find this at a later date, hopefully by then it's approved on Udemy. You can get it for $0, but for now, you can get it for a whopping $1. So you should be seeing my screen. I'm going to move through this pretty fast because I don't want this video to be too long. But again, if you just follow through it step by step, and when you purchase the course, there are instructional videos that are going to look similar to this because I do walk you through exactly how to fill out everything. Okay. But today, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you what's involved and talk a little bit about the spreadsheet. So when you get it, when you download it, you get to download this spreadsheet. It's actually inside the course itself, and it walks you through what the tabs are. Now, the important thing to remember when you're building a financial plan is only the things in this light gray color should you be changing. Everything else is a formula that I've set up for you. So it will pull information from the various tabs and make it work. So only things in light gray. So the first tab that I start you out with is just building a budget. You'll see I'm reminding you not to change anything in the light gray cells. And then these are formulas right here. So if you're in the green, if a green pops up, that means you're doing pretty good. If it's orange, not so good. Chose not to use the color red because, well, who likes a big flashy red thing showing on it to them? So just fill this out. Again, only the things in the gray, which means you can change these titles to whatever you want. Okay. But only changing the gray. So you'll just come in and put your monthly amount that you're making, and you'll see everything starts to total, and it totals up here at the top. Okay. So I'm going to undo that. You're going to fill out information about where you live, property that includes investments, food, transportation, dependents, so kids, pets, recurring expenses like Netflix and credit card payments. Now you notice I don't have a separate place called out for debt. I may come back later and fix that, but for now I'm having you include them here as a recurring payment, something that happens every month. Hopefully, if you're able to make some investments like the deposit into an emergency fund, you can put that amount right here. 401k, if it's after, if you're doing it, or an IRA, if you're doing it after the fact with your pay. Any gifting you do, entertainment. I have shopping entertainment. I may come back later and change that, but heck, it's a almost free, completely free course. So don't expect too much, right? And then miscellaneous, this is where you enter things. So the idea is to go through this one tab at a time and enter it. And so you do your budget. Then everything from your budget pre-fills in this column in your budget forecasting. So you can use this tab to calculate various scenarios and figure out how those changes are going to impact you. So again, you're only changing stuff in the green and the gray. And so what will happen is things from this tab will pre-fill into this tab. You can see it right here. And so let's say if you decided that one of your partners was going to quit their job, you could just erase their income and see what the financial impact of that decision is going to be. And so you can do various scenarios, like you're buying a more expensive car, more expensive house, all those kinds of things. Then we get to the third tab, and you're going to fill this out to get a personal financial statement, which basically tells you your net worth. Now, a tip: the wealthy do not think in terms of cash flow. Now, that's because they have a lot of cash flow, but just bear with me. The wealthy don't think in terms of how much money I have every single month at the end of the month. They think in terms of balance sheet, of net worth. So they think about when they purchase things. Are these assets? Are these things that are going to help them make more money? Or are these liabilities, things that are going to cost them money? So just try and start to rewire how you think about that. This spreadsheet will help you figure out how much you have in net worth. So as you fill it out, it's going to total everything, and it's going to come to a net worth, and hopefully it's going to be green instead of this orange. Excuse me, I have sneezed. Goodness. So hopefully it's going to be green. It's just being real. I'm not even going to edit that out. Hopefully it's going to be green, and you'll have your net worth figured out, and you can come back and revisit all of this actually, but particularly this on a regular basis, and see if your net worth is moving in the right direction. From there, you don't have to do anything on this tab whatsoever. This tab is going to pre-fill from your budgeting tab, and it's actually going to tell you if you wanted 3 months of an emergency fund, that's how much you need compared to how much you have. Hopefully this turns green. 6 months and 12 months. Again, you'll see this all in live action. If you get the course, you'll see it. You can actually open your template and watch me fill one out step by step and follow along. Then we calculate your life insurance needs. No one likes to talk about life insurance, and I know there's various opinions about different types of life insurance, whether it's term insurance or whole insurance or IUL or whatever it is. This helps you calculate how much you're going to need, and it uses an industry standard formula called DIME-F, which is debts to be paid off, income is the I, M is the mortgage, E for educational expenses, and F for funeral expenses. And you can see on this tab, there's only 2 things you have to enter, which is if you have dependents that you're going to pay for their tuition, you would enter. If you have 2 kids, you'd put that here. You click on this link, it's going to take you to a resource that will tell you the average tuition per year for that school. You put that in right here, and it will pre-fill into this formula for you. We got, let's see, 2 more tabs to go through, and then I'll wrap it up. So this one is going to calculate your investable dollars. You're going to notice that this is very similar to your emergency fund. But the idea here, and again, there's nothing for you to enter. It's all pulling from the previous tabs. This is going to tell you if you have more than a typical 6-month emergency fund. Typically, 6 months is the base for an emergency fund. If you have more than that, then that's money you could be investing to help you accomplish your financial goals. So this is going to tell you what that number is. And then the last one's going to be your retirement income planner. This is basically my way of telling you how much money in investable dollars you're going to have by the time that you retire to live at the income level that you would like to live at. So let me repeat that. This is going to tell you the amount of investable dollars you're going to have by an age that you specified to retire at, and the income level you want at retirement. This is going to tell you how much you have to have. And so I will spend a moment on this one and do it. You can see it's going to be pre-filled, and say that you're 40 years old. If you're not, you could change that. You could say I'm 35, and instead of retiring at 67, I want to retire at 55, and you want $50,000 of income. I then adjust during these 20 years that are going to happen right here for inflation. So over 20 years with a 3% inflation, which you can change, to get to 50,000, you'd really need closer to 90,000. And then based on earning 5% interest or dividends on top of what you're going to have, you'd have to have 1.8 million by the time you're 55 to retire with a $90,000 per year income. And then this field is going to pull from your personal financial statement if you already have investable dollars or net worth, and it's going to show you the difference. So this whole thing is meant to show you by the time you get to XYZ age that you specify, this is how much you're going to have if that's the lifestyle that you want to live on. So this whole thing is meant to help you and help hopefully 100 people. I've already got 4 or 5 that have done it, and I just released it this week and haven't really been promoting it too much. But this whole thing is my idea of giving back to help people. A lot of people don't have access to financial planning software that advisors like myself have. And so, work through this. It'll give you a plan, even if you don't have a lot to work with right now. And so again, my goal is 100 people in 2023. I have a really big goal of 10,000 people by 2025. So if you go through this or you find this information helpful, and you think you know someone who would find it helpful, I would really appreciate it if you would share it with them. Again, I don't really get a lot out of it. I know it's $1 on Gumroad. 10,000 people do it over the next 3 years. I make $10,000. Woohoo. I think you get the gist with that. I could probably be charging a little bit more for that, but I'm not. The goal is legitimately just to help people create a financial plan so they can take control of their money. Please share this with someone if you think it's going to be helpful. And also, if you get into this and you really would like to work with someone and help them and have them help you manage your money and improve the returns you're going to get, then I would love to work with you. Drop me a message and we can connect about how that looks. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Take care.